Is that high frequency and antenna base. It's BNC in the center, and it has this threaded unit on the outside that's basically gives it structural stability when it's attached to the radio head unit. It's flexible. It has this kind of like a gooseneck, but it's essentially a gooseneck. It's just much thicker than your standard gooseneck that you would see on a PRC-152 or similar radio. And then your your whip antenna connects into here. That just simply sits on top of the unit and threads in, right? So that just screws right in. Now, then you get your 9-foot whip antenna. As it's 9 foot, I'm not going to really set it all the way out, but I think you understand. He just basically threads in here and it connects like that. Then you have your your VHF, UHF antenna. It's just like your standard military PRC-152, PRC-148 style antenna. You have a base, you have a gooseneck component to it, and then you've got the tape on the other part of that. It connects right onto the TNC on top of the HF antenna. You can run them both at the same time. You can run them individually, depending on the frequency range you're working in, okay? I'll leave that off for now. Let's get to the handset real quick. So the handset is a military style, as I said, H250, H250, but it is not a military style connection. I have no idea what this connection is. I would love to find out because I want to make a handset mic that's similar to most other ham radio units, so I don't have to constantly use the tactical style one if I don't want to, okay? They do sell a headset that's, that wraps over your head over one ear with a microphone, a boom mic, but I don't really use for that. So this, once again, is what comes with it. It works good, sound quality is good, all of that. I just don't know what this connection is, so if somebody knows what it is, please tell me, because like I said, I want to Jimmy rig together a hand mic that's, actually, let me put this on here. It snaps on. It just basically, there's one way to go on. It just literally goes on here. You just find the pins lined up, push straight down, you feel a click, it's attached. To pull it off, slip ring comes right off. Here's your handset. There are two small SMA antenna mounts on the top. One is called GPS, one is called Crom D or something. That other Crom D one isn't even used. The engineer at Guohu told me that it's not used right now and probably won't be for the foreseeable future, but the GPS one does. So when you have the GPS application lit up in the software, putting a small SMA antenna, like a 900 megahertz style home router antenna on there actually helps with reception. This cable, as I said, it's a 5-pin, something you would see on a PRC-152 KDU. It has, like a retractable slip ring, pops right onto the data port, which is right in front of the microphone. You're using that for any type of CAT control, computer interface, any of those. You use this cable for, and it works well. I've done FT8 style communications with this. No problems there. Now, software updates is a totally different story. You're not able to software up this like you can the Q900 by just plugging the USB in the back of it. That has zero concept of that right now. So as of right now, I have no clue how that works. The engineer at Guohu said he was going to let me know when there's the next version available, and I'm guessing it's going to be something to do with this that I can interface through the data port. But as of right now, this is used for CAT control. That's the majority of the external physical antenna, handset radio use and setup and use. Beyond that, the function of the software itself, the buttons, the screen, it's almost identical to the Q900. It doesn't have, you know, a lot of the ports in the back that the Q900 does. Everything you see is on the top here, right? So a lot of those external ports, USB ports, power, all of those things, they're not here. Everything is on the top, but the button function and the software use is identical. The physical form factor is smaller on the screen. They had to cram more of the buttons in a smaller area, and so the screen is smaller. So as I'm getting older, I need glasses sometimes to be able to see it because it's a little tight on the on what you're trying to read. But it's readable, and you can adjust the brightness just like you can on the Q900. The you know, the on-screen time, all of that type of stuff. The buttons are backlit with a red color backlit, actually cool. So if you don't want the screen on, you know, when you're out using it, you can just have that turn off in whatever number of seconds you want, and then the buttons are all red colored backlit. I've added a few other items here that you can see for different frequencies. This RHM 7350 is a 9-foot HF antenna. I got a feed line that I attached the BNC to SO239 connector. This is a folding tripod that I can adjust for if I'm doing standalone. I don't need to put this on the backpack. Then I would just take off the HF antenna, and I would connect BNC directly into that antenna port and stand up the antenna directly on the unit. I would literally just take this normal BNC, plug it directly into here, and then take the output, plug it into something like the tripod here, onto this antenna. If not, you can use something like this wind camp antenna for doing you know, NVIS or whatever other type of communication styles you're going to do. It comes with the balun and the 2 lengths of wire for different frequency ranges. You can connect that directly into something like the tripod here off of that feeder line. I also have BNC that you can hook up wires that you can make your own dipole style antennas with. So I think that's about all for right now. I'll look for comments back, and I'll try to answer you or make smaller videos that see if they help you. So I hope this helps, and have a good day.